Okay, so what if I told you that the single biggest mistake you're making as a leader is trying to motivate your weakest performers? We're going to talk about a pretty radical shift in focus today, moving your energy away from the people who drain it and pouring it into the people who will multiply it. It all starts with a feeling I'm sure a lot of you know, just being exhausted. And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of it. The burnout that so many leaders feel, it's not usually from the work itself. It's from this fundamental miscalculation of where our energy is supposed to go. And that brings us to what we can call the leader's motivation trap. It's this cycle that, it feels productive. It feels like the responsible thing to do. But as we're about to see, it's strategically flawed, and it's just so draining. I mean, this is the reflex, right? Someone on your team is struggling, and your instinct is to dive right in. You schedule more one-on-ones, you create these detailed performance improvement plans, you give more and more feedback. We tell ourselves, if I just coach harder, I can fix this. But what if that's the wrong problem to be solving in the first place? This leads us to the core metaphor for this whole idea, and it's a really powerful way to think about it. The idea is simple. You can't ignite wet wood. So let's break down what that actually means for a team. Now, let's be really clear about this. Wet wood isn't about a person's value or their capability. It's about their current state. They're disengaged, they lack that internal spark. And here's the thing. No amount of external flame, that's your coaching, can make up for a lack of internal drive. The problem isn't your flame, it's the material. And just look at the scale of this problem. The source material suggests that leaders spend up to 80% of their precious time and energy right here, trying to dry the wood. That leaves a measly 20% for fanning the flames of your best people, the ones who are already burning bright. I mean, that's a shocking misallocation of your most valuable resource, your attention. And this isn't just about you being tired at the end of the week. No, this misallocation of energy snowballs into something much bigger. When you overinvest in your C players, you're creating deep systemic failures that can seriously damage your entire organization. So first, it normalizes mediocrity. When the lowest performers get all the attention, you're sending a quiet message that the standards, well, they're kind of flexible. Second, you actually end up punishing excellence. Your A players see that underperformance gets all this care and attention, while their own consistent high performance gets crickets. And third, it just completely drains you, the leader. You're trapped playing firefighter instead of being the architect of what's next. So this forces us to ask a totally different, and honestly, a much tougher question. We have to stop asking, how do I motivate this person, and start asking, why am I still trying to ignite wet wood? Making that pivot in your own mind, that's the key that unlocks everything else. I mean, just think about the return on investment here. You can spend 10 hours coaching a disengaged C player for what is, at best, a tiny improvement. Or you can spend just one of those hours with an A player and create a massive compounding ripple effect across the whole organization. When you see it laid out like that, the choice becomes crystal clear. And that brings us to the really exciting part of this whole strategy, the A player multiplier effect. This is where you stop playing defense and you finally start playing offense, focusing all your energy on amplifying your greatest strengths. You see, we have this really dangerous assumption that because our top performers aren't causing problems, that they're fine. The source argues they are absolutely not fine. They are your most valuable, underutilized assets. They are underleveraged, just waiting for the investment that's going to unleash their full potential. And when you finally make that investment, you get this incredible A-player dividend. Their performance doesn't just get a little better, it compounds. Their commitment to the mission gets way deeper. And maybe most powerfully, their influence acts like a rising tide that lifts everyone else's performance up with them. Okay, so we get the why. Now, let's get super practical. What does this actually look like day to day? Here it is. This is your new strategic playbook, a clear set of actions you can start taking like tomorrow. First up, set clear, non-negotiable standards, and then actually enforce them. Offer clarity, not endless consolation. Second, get comfortable with focused exits for people who just aren't aligned with those standards anymore. Third, and this is the big one, consciously redirect your coaching time to your A players. Ask them, what do you need from me to go even faster? Fourth, give them bigger problems to solve. Design roles that really stretch them. And finally, publicly reward their contributions so the entire organization sees exactly what excellence looks like in action. All of these actions, they really boil down to one core concept.
It's about shifting your entire mindset from being a manager who fixes problems to a leader who practices the art of leverage. And this is the crucial takeaway. Effective leadership is not about giving every single person the exact same amount of time. That's a false definition of fairness. True leadership is about intelligently applying your energy where it will have the greatest possible multiplying effect. It is all about intelligent leverage. And so we come back to our central metaphor one last time, because it just perfectly captures the goal here. Stop running around trying to light every single piece of damp wood. Instead, focus on your A players. Build a roaring fire, a culture of excellence so powerful and so bright that the entire organization is drawn to its warmth and its light.
So here's the bottom line. Your goal isn't to motivate people who fundamentally lack drive. Your true job is to be an architect for those who have the potential for greatness. So stop motivating and start building legends.